Hello and happy Friday, January, 5th? We're already on the 5th. How does it happen so quick? I am making my husband some coffee from the Keurig. I think we're gonna kick the Keurig soon. See, want to be homesteader, but I'm gonna kick the Keurig. We're gonna use our Disney World mugs today because we're Disney adults in this house too. I didn't mention that in my first video, but anywho's, I don't have any makeup on yet. I'm trying a new day cream, an anti-wrinkle day cream from Aldi. So I'll show you that. If it works, I recommend it. I am drying up my breast milk today, so that's not fun. So today we're gonna kind of like lay low. I'm gonna feed my starter. I'm gonna make some different doughs because I want to bake this weekend. I think I want to try bagels and cinnamon rolls, and hopefully I'm kind of, the way I'm drying up my breast milk is not the best way to do it, but it's how I did it last time, which is I'm pretty much just pumping when I get really engorged. So like I went from pumping about 5 times a day to 2, and then today I might only pump once. And I'm using cabbage leaves to help dry it up. That's what I did last time. It soothes it, at least like when it's cold, so that's nice. And yeah, I make a lot of milk. I make like 40 ounces a day. I drink a lot of water, so I feel like see, like I have all this. My son was breastfeeding really well, and then he started to get like an allergy to my breast milk out of nowhere and was spitting up a lot, and there's just a lot of anxiety on what it is in my breast milk that's bothering him. So I just decided yesterday, I said, you know, I tried to give him another milk, like bottle of breast milk, and it didn't, I just was too anxious. He was okay on it. He did spit up still, but nothing crazy. But I was just like, you know what? We're doing the Bobbie Formula. My mom insisted that we do that. She was like, oh, it's such a good brand. So sure. I'm not like too particular. I just like an organic brand. That's my only thing. I did Earth's Best with my first. I might even switch if that's cheaper. But yeah, so today will be interesting. Like I said, I'm gonna make some doughs. I think I'm gonna make bagels and cinnamon rolls. I'm gonna try to. They might come out okay. And I'm drying up my milk, so wish me luck. So here's one conundrum that I'm having, which is I'm really thirsty all the time. I always want to be drinking water, but I feel like today I need to not drink water. So I need to drink stuff that's dehydrating. I don't want to dehydrate myself, but how can I'm so hydrated that I feel like I need to drink soda maybe? I don't know, I need to drink something. I'm having coffee now, but I also don't want to be like drinking alcohol. That's the only other thing I can think of that dehydrates you. Coffee. Like I don't want to be topped up on caffeine all day, and I don't want to be drunk. So it's like, what are the other options? I just don't drink water, I guess. That kind of seems a little silly. See, this is for the girlies that are like, I'm done and I want to be done yesterday, because that's how I feel. I'm kind of like, I can't keep pumping milk. I have all this, I have my whole freezer. It feels like it's full. So yeah, that's where my head's at. I'm still gonna drink water today. Don't be too concerned. I won't be dehydrated unless this video ends in dehydration, but I don't think it's going to. And for the record, if you want to go this route, that you are quitting cold turkey for your breast milk, keep in mind that this is not the best option. Slowly weaning is honestly the best way to do it. I'm impatient. I don't have time for that. I'm very engorged right now. I have the cabbage leaves in there, and I'm hoping and praying I don't get mastitis, because that would suck. I've had it before with my first, and it stinks. But I'm putting myself at risk for that. You would be too if you do this. So this is not medical advice or anything like that, because you can get sick doing it this way. But like I said, this is the way it worked with my first, so I'm hoping it works again. So hopefully by like Sunday, I'm done. So like I said, I'm gonna bake today. That's my plan. Maybe not, I won't bake today, but I'll make the doughs today and stuff. So I'm feeding my starter. I don't do anything crazy. I have a little, my sourdough. This is the one I bake with. I have a discard in the fridge. So I'm just gonna do on my scale. I do 100 grams every single time. My water is slightly warm and it's filtered water. Has to be filtered because unfiltered will kill the yeast in it. Like I said, I don't know everything about sourdough and all that stuff. I just know the basics and how to get my bread to turn out. You also use unbleached flour. Hi, honey. Everyone's up right now because it's Friday morning.
Friday morning.
Yeah, it's Friday morning. How you doing? Oh, Batman. I'm like almost at 197 grams, let's see. It's not really that important that you get to a T because I had 109 grams of water and I have 102 grams of flour. It's gonna work out. Like I said, it's not precise. I'm not a precise person and it works out. This is my awesome, humongous bag of flour that I got while I was pregnant to do baking. It's not done yet.
Mom, on a pad.
You want a pouch? You already had enough pouches.
What's fun, Mom? What's fun?
Okay, good. Happy we agreed. That worked out better than I expected. I love when somehow a 2-year-old reasons with you and they're like, it's okay. I don't need it right now. He has a whole breakfast in the other room that he just hasn't eaten, but we're in a phase where pouches are the best food ever, like the little pouches from Aldi or, you know, that's where we get them. I think I talk about Aldi a lot, and you will see that. If you also love Aldi, you'll enjoy watching my videos. I'll show you kind of the things I get at Aldi because I love Aldi. I'm always happy to show a haul of what I get from there. So I'm just mixing this. This is really not anything crazy. This jar will need to be cleaned soon, and I'll need to transfer this, like, just to give this a nice life. But I'm just gonna let that, this is all mixed up. So that will be good. And once this rises, I can make my other doughs. So I'm excited because the first time I made cinnamon rolls was a fail. So I'm hoping this second time it goes better. I'm trying to bake stuff to get my mind off of my engorged boobs that are leaking. So that's what I'm hoping will work. And also today, because the way that breast milk works, if you do the opposite of this video, you will probably have a lot of breast milk, which is drink a lot of water. You want enough calories, and it's all about supply and demand. So you want to be taking as much milk out to produce more milk. I'm going to be doing all the opposite. I'm not going to drink as much water as I normally do. I'm going to move this up so I can see where it goes. I'm not going to drink as much water as I normally do. I'm going to try and not eat too much today. I'm going to eat. I'm not going to starve myself, but even if I did one day of fasting, I could say it is, wouldn't kill me. I'd be okay. I don't do that all the time. I prioritize eating, as you can tell. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm not gonna really be pumping. So hopefully this will take my mind off of it. And like I said, hopefully Sunday I'll be done. I'll give you an update when I am completely done. So update, it's noon. The 2-year-old is asleep. The 2-month-old doesn't want to sleep. That's exactly why I had him sleep in a car seat the other day, because he's not a good napper. He's good at night though, so that's good. I'm drinking coffee. That's my idea to dehydrate myself. I'm trying not to drink like too much water. Like I've been like, normally like I'm a water drinker. Like I'll drink like almost like 1.5 gallons a day. So today I'm not even gonna hit 1 gallon. Like I'm gonna be cool, 40 ounces or something. And I'm engorged. I feel full. I'm probably gonna put a new cabbage leaf in soon. And I'm just trying to be cool. Calm, cool, and collected. So I got both the boys down. Well, my husband helped. My husband put both of them down. Who am I kidding? And now I'm just cleaning up the room. I'm trying to distract myself from the engorgement because that's not fun. And just clean the house, gonna Swiffer, put away laundry, do the bedroom, put on 1,000-Pound Sisters. So we'll see how it goes. So I figured while I'm cleaning up my room and doing all this, I would talk about why I'm stopping breastfeeding. Because I had intentions of breastfeeding for much longer. Now, I think I said earlier that the baby was having like spit up issues, but just if maybe you're having the same issue and I explain what happened to me, maybe it'll give you some peace of mind that you're not alone and that these things just happen with little babies. But is it gonna stay? All right, I'm trying to figure out a good spot to put my camera while I'm making the bed and stuff. Okay, anyways, I was saying, so while I'm making the bed, I figured that I would say that, explain why I'm stopping breastfeeding, because I had intentions of breastfeeding for, you know, up to 6 months to a year. That's what I had, you know, planned in my mind. But my baby had other plans. So just getting the pillows, I'm right here. So I was going really, really well with my breastfeeding journey. We had a great latch and he was eating well. It took a really long time for him to get back to his birth weight, which was annoying, but I've read so many books on breastfeeding just for doulaing. I like to know from my clients, stuff like that. So I kind of know like it's normal. Like if a baby doesn't get to their birth weight before a month, it's not like a huge reason that you need to start supplementing formula or, you know, adding anything to your breast milk. So I was like patient, and at a month he got back to his birth weight and then some. So I was really happy, and we were keep on it. And then he was born 7 pounds 15 ounces. At a month he was 8 pounds 6 ounces or something around there. So he was having a good gain. And then he got to 9 pounds and then 10 pounds. And then he got to 10 pounds and then he started spitting up a lot more. And it was like 2 weeks straight where he just was like stuck at 10 pounds and spitting up more and more. And then he started having like projectile like spit up, and it was like really scary. Like the first time it happened, I called the pediatrician and everything, and they were like, well, if he's happy and doesn't seem like upset, it's normal. So I wasn't too worried yet. I was like, well, I said it's normal if he's happy. And then this kid is like literally, he could be like, bleh, and then he's like, I'm really happy. So I wasn't, you know, panicked or anything, but then it continued to kind of happen. Like once a week he'd have one of those projectile spit ups, and then he just wasn't gaining weight. He was stuck at 10 pounds and would not get, you know, any larger. And at our last 2-month appointment, my pediatrician said, you know, it's okay. 10 pounds is not the end of the world. We're not like freaking out about it, but we do need to see, you know, him going up in the percentile, because he was at like 5 percentile for weight, which is not fabulous, obviously. So I had another one where on Christmas Eve, which is like the worst day ever, I feel like, to have something happen with your baby, where he had another really big like projectile, and I was just like, this is so sad. This poor little baby keeps throwing up like this, and it's clearly something in my breast milk. Clearly something is bothering him. So that day, like, I called my mom. My mom's like, let's get formula and it'll be okay. No big deal. I'm like the type of girl, I need my mom for everything. I need to like call her and like discuss. I'm dependent on my mom. And she just helps me to feel like I'm making the right decision. Like if my mom says it's okay, I'm like, it's okay. And that, in my opinion, is good parenting. I hope that my kids are like that with me. And we got formula. I continued to kind of try and breastfeed. I talked to, on our team, so I work with a doula group called Philomena Birth. And on our group, we have someone who's a lactation consultant and we have somebody that's an IBCLC. So I talked to both of them. One suggested it might be caffeine or chocolate, and the IBCLC said that it's probably eggs is more likely. So I cut out eggs for a little bit, and like after 3 to 4 days, I tried nursing again, and he was good until like we had one night where he projectiled again, and I was just like, how much trial and error am I gonna do of taking things out of my diet, putting them back in to try and see what's bothering him when he's happy on formula? So we just decided, or I decided, my husband has been on board for me stopping kind of since this started. He's very supportive with my breastfeeding if I want to keep going, but it is easier if we can formula feed. So I just decided yesterday, I gave him another breast milk bottle, because it's been 7 days without, it's not completely without eggs, but a lot less. So I kind of figured, let's try it, let's see. And he was okay, but he still spit up like right after, which he spits up formula, but not nearly as much. Like I could just tell, like he didn't seem settled with the breast milk, and it could just be because he's not used to it now, because it's been a little while. But I just felt so much anxiety, like, oh my God, if I put him down, like I have to keep him upright for so long, and if I put him down, he's gonna like explode. And you know what, it's too much, there's so many things going on. So I feel like I kind of just had to tell myself, like, not being like selfish trying to breastfeed because it is beneficial too, but kind of being selfish because I really just wanted to do it for myself. I loved the bonding with him. It was so nice that he had a good latch and that, we had that. But I'm excited now because I feel like once you kind of start on formula, I feel like that's when I start to feel like I'm not pregnant anymore. I feel like I'm like free. So that's why we are done with breastfeeding. That's why I'm doing this. Overall though, it's not a terrible process, I guess. It's just annoying. It's just annoying to have to do the cabbage leaves. I know you don't have to do it that way. I could do like Sudafed or something like that, but I don't feel like buying it. And I'm just kind of patiently waiting to be done. Now, I feel like once you decide you're done breastfeeding, you want to be done like immediately, or that's how I feel every time. So that's the reason why though. That's why we're stopping, because it's just time. So if he wanted to breastfeed more, or if he does want to breastfeed more, obviously it's very sad. He'll be like kind of trying to like latch on like over top my shirt. It makes me so sad because I really enjoyed breastfeeding him, and I was very upset that I had to be done. But sometimes you got to make tough decisions, and he's gaining weight now. Like he wasn't gaining any weight on my breast milk on top of all the spitting up, and then like what looked like he wasn't really discomforted. He was a happy spitter, so that's good. But he wasn't gaining weight, so if he's not getting weight, it's not good. So have you had any issues like that ever? Did you have a breastfed baby that was going like perfectly fine, but they just didn't gain weight? Because I'm like thinking, like, did I drink too much water? Like I said, I'm a big water drinker. Is that why? Like, is it possible to have skim breast milk? Everything I read says no, but in my head, I'm like, maybe. So yeah, I hope that if you are going through the same issue, you should know that you did a good job. I did a good job. We both did. It's just sometimes babies need things out of our control. And that's why we are lucky to live in the time that we live, because you could always want like an unmedicated birth, but sometimes you need like the epidural to get you through. Or sometimes, you know, things happen during labor where you do need a C-section, and it does save your life and a baby's. Even though sometimes they get overused, you know, that we live in a time where we have these life-saving tools that, you know, come in handy when we need them. So even though I'm not thrilled, there's worse things that could happen. So it's cold, so I don't have much of an update. I mean, I still have milk in my boobs. I'm really hoping this doesn't end with me being like having chills and a fever, being like, I'm sick with mastitis. That would just really not be fun. And that would be like, don't do this. I pumped for like 40 minutes, so like 20 each side, around like 4-ish. So hopefully that just helped a little bit. And then I took a nap, which probably wasn't a great idea because I feel like the less sleep you have, you know, the better. Excuse me. So it's nighttime now, 6:30. I'm making dinner. I'm just gonna make something easy, like a sheet pan dinner, like kielbasa, some potatoes, and vegetables. Because my son said he wants sausage, but I'm a little bit nervous because he wants Italian sausage and all I got is kielbasa, so he's gonna have to be happy with it. I have Italian sausage, it's not defrosted, so he's just gonna have to live with it. Not much of an update. I pumped once today, which is less than I have been, so that's a win is a win. I just kind of waited until I was like so engorged that I was like, okay, this needs to like, I need to pop this balloon a little bit. So I did that, and then after I did that, I took a little nap. I am just kind of taking it easy, you know. Hopefully, you know, tomorrow won't be too bad. I still pumped a good amount. Like I pumped 5 ounces, and I am not empty by any means. I'm really hoping this video doesn't end with me saying, I got mastitis, so don't do this. Because that very well could happen. That's the whole reason why they say don't do it this way. I'm considering picking up Sudafed because I hear that helps a lot, but I don't really feel like leaving the house, to be honest. But I'm drinking Coke Zero. One of the only things that I can't get at my Aldi. But yeah, I'll give an update when, you know, I start noticing more, but so far not much. But I will say this, we'll be starting some dough because my starter is active. So I'm gonna do cinnamon rolls and bagels. I know I already said that, but I'm excited because I've never made, well, I made bagels like in high school and they came out really good, but then I accidentally put way too much salt on top of some of them. And then I have made cinnamon rolls last time, they were a bust. I just didn't, so I read some technique on how to make them better, so I'm hoping I can do that. And we'll try that and see how it comes out, so yay. Okay, so I'm making my dinner. Like I said, I'm just gonna make something easy, a little sheet pan dinner. I'm cold, so I have my big, huge, I don't have the chills, I'm just cold. It's winter, so I'm cold. So the reason why I'm doing this, because I would love so I'm cold. I'm not getting the chills, I'm just cold because I'm cold. So I'm just making it easy dinner. I'm just making kielbasa and potatoes and carrots. I might have said I'm not sure if my 2-year-old would like this because he likes sausage, but he likes Italian sausage, so I'm curious. I tried to tell him earlier, oh yeah, I have sausage, but it's red sausage. And he was like, I want brown sausage. My husband's got the boys while I'm making this. The little baby stopped crying, but I can hear that the other little one is being a little bit crazy. But that's par for the course. They're, you know, that's how it goes. Once one calms down, the other one gets a little kooky crazy. So I'm just cutting up some potatoes and carrots and pepper And just gonna put it on a pan and roast it because we're kind of just like not, you know, it's pretty exhausting task to dry up your milk or even go from breastfeeding to not breastfeeding. But even if you've never breastfed at all, having a new tiny person in your house is exhausting. So let's get that straight. Whatever method you decide to choose to feed your child is exhausting. So it's Friday, you know, this is easy to make. So I'm just gonna put my stacks of potato there, peeled my carrot. I'm gonna have some carrot with it because carrot's always delicious with sausage, no matter what kind of sausage it is. And yeah, we're gonna put like butter on top of this because I feel like butter on potatoes and especially on carrots too is like makes them so much more delicious. Even though I told myself today I didn't want to be doing too many calories, but I really didn't eat much today just because I was like I said, I tried to keep myself busy. I Swiffered the floors, I organized the clothes in the bedroom while the boys napped, and I just tried to, you know, keep myself as busy as I could. I worked on some doula-y things, like I have to, you know, get my certification in order. I'm going to make a video about, you know, the process of certification after 2020, because I feel like I'm pretty sure that they changed the requirements again. I certified through DONA, so I'm pretty sure that they once again changed like what the requirements are or how to certify, but I really think that like I would try and go on YouTube all the time and find somebody that did the certification post-COVID, and I couldn't find anyone that had, or at least one that had posted about it, and I felt kind of lost on a lot of my doula journey when I first started. So to me, I was kind of like, that would be good to make for people because it just is helpful. So we're just taking it really nice and slow lately, which has been wonderful. A little bit anxious because I'm just not used to it. I'm supposed to be going back to my job next week, but I'm not planning on doing that. Because like I said, I'm going to follow my dreams of becoming a doula full-time, you know, have that be my gig and, you know, take care of the boys as my real full-time. But there's just anxiety behind that, you know, can we do it and all that stuff. But I think we're just going based off faith here to make sure that like we can just do it, which kind of sounds stupid, but we have prepared in monetary ways for this to some degree. And, you know, worst case scenario, if I really didn't have things going well, I'm okay with taking the L and going back to work and finding another job. That's okay. That's what I need to do. It's not the end of the world. But I am in a season where I don't want to work in an office. Like, if I'm going to do that, I want to find an interesting something to do. But I'm not even going to think about that because that's not on the table. So, but so far, nothing exciting going on with the milk. Still got a good amount coming out of me. And yeah, we're just making some dinner. Funny story, I cook with a lot of butter, if you couldn't tell. I've literally in both my videos, I made butter, and now I'm cooking with butter. When I was in high school, there was this boy who I thought was like pretty cute, but like I had a boyfriend all throughout high school, so it wasn't like anything like that, but I thought he was cute, so I wanted him to think I was cute anyway. And I remember one time he was like, "You remind me of someone," and I was so excited. Like, who do I remind you of? Must be someone so cool and attractive. He's like, "You remind me of Paula Deen." Paula Deen? No 16-year-old girl wants to hear that, for the record. So, and it stuck with me. At 28 years old, I'm still thinking, I remind him of Paula Deen. Who wants to hear that? Let's just stomach that one. Good morning. I am making my cinnamon roll dough right now because I didn't do it yesterday. I didn't feel like it. Yesterday was just kind of like a let's get the day done kind of day with everything going on. Just an update that I feel tight, but I don't feel super uncomfortable. I just feel a little itchy and full. I did some like ice packs last night and that felt really, really good. So we're in the right direction, I feel like. And I feel good overall. I feel fine. I feel like, you know, good. I feel like, and also last night though, I did, before I went to bed, I took a long shower and I pumped in there. And it was less than I have had. I only got like 2 ounces. So we're taking a step in the right direction. So we're gonna go to Home Depot today. They have like a little thing where the kids could build a box truck. So we're gonna do that with Van and bring Arnold. And yeah, so it should be a fun day. So hopefully I'm getting there. So now it's Saturday, 5:32 p.m. I didn't pump today and I'm feeling okay. I've been leaking, obviously. But yeah, this morning I made the dough for these and now they're all shaped. So they got like an hour like this and then we can bake them. I learned a hack that if you roll them out and then put them in slices and then put the cinnamon sugar on, that's better than rolling the whole thing up and cutting it up. That's what I did last time. They didn't come out pretty. I think that these are already looking so much better. So I'm excited. And these are all cinnamon sugar. So I made 6 cinnamon sugar. I had a little bit of dough left over. And I have one that's peanut butter and chocolate chips. We'll see how it is. So it's going well so far. The whole process of drying up my supply. So yeah, so far so good. Like I said before, if you're like, I'm a decent producer too. So it's not like I didn't produce a lot of milk. So far though, so good.